Hey guys, so I wanted to make a small video and I apologize for this mess and my TV in the background, but the whole thing is going around on social media and the news about what happened to Paris and the terrorist attack. I know there were plenty of other things that had happened in Baghdad, Japan, Mexico, and a few others, but my focus is on France and Paris right now. That doesn't mean any other country and the acts of terrorism and what happened, Mother Nature, none of that was any less important than what happened in France. But this hit home with me because I have friends and family in France that I was really worried about. And family I was able to connect with and find out that they were all okay, and that most of my friends on Tumblr I was also able to get a hold of, and they are okay as well. But they were a few of them were taking a break from Tumblr so that they can kind of process what happened and mourn and be with their families at this time, which is totally okay. You are not obligated to remain on Tumblr. I was just thankful that they were even on the internet at the time to kind of reassure me that they were okay. So, I primarily wanted to talk about it because at this time I'm really excited to see that there are other countries supporting Paris all over my social networks is nothing but pray for Paris, which I'm so excited about because most of the people on my social networks come from all different countries, and it's great to see countries stand side by side for acts of terrorism, emergencies and crises. So that is great. Seeing people stand side by side, not just as, countries and different people of different origins, nationalities, ethnicity. They are basically all standing aside together as humans, and that's basically what I've been so excited about. Not to say that this isn't a solemn occasion, but to see countries stand by France. There are countries, states in the US that are lighting up monuments in their tallest buildings with the colors of the French flag, which is great because Paris really does need the support now, whether it be monetary or, prayers and blessings. I did my part as best I could in, praying for my friends and hoping that the divine would guide the innocents and the families, the citizens, and the police force of Paris through this so that they could, know peace and harmony again. And that, those responsible, which I think it was ISIS, but I haven't read up recently, um, basically a bunch of my friends on Tumblr, we are all pagan, but we all did a bunch of binding spells on them so that the pain would stop. They had no means to harm anybody again, that they would be bound and tied by the divinity, and that they themselves would never know peace again for what they did. So, yes, and on my social media, unfortunately, there are some very intolerant people that I've come across, which is really upsetting. One in particular decided to post a status about um, her being extremely tired of seeing, the Facebook French flag profile pictures and people posting things about Paris, and um, because primarily, in her words, it did not affect her, her family, or her friends, so she could give a shit less, and she was tired of seeing people post about it. And the only response I could give is something I want to say to you guys. If there's anybody that you think might be insensitive to this occasion, feel free to guide them to this video. But really, when you think about what's happening in Paris, the insensitive people see it as another country, a place far away that has nothing to do with them, and that's not really how you should view this occasion. Not even just in emergencies and crises and acts of terrorism against different countries like this. You really don't need to think about, the cultural and language barriers and differences, not their ethnicity or their nationality, where they come from or where they live. You need to see it as we are all humans on the same planet. We are all brothers and sisters on the same earth, and it really pains me to see people intolerant just because of, place of origin. You would want different countries, different people supporting you and feeling, you know, empathy for you if this had happened to you specifically. Like 9/11, I hate to bring that up, but Paris did support us at some point through 9/11. And I think it's our turn to support them and the other countries that went through so much yesterday. So basically, if you're, in the middle of this crisis, if you're in mourning or what have you, you're in France, you're in Paris, you don't really know how to process this information, I do not blame you. There is absolutely nothing wrong with any of the emotions you are feeling, because it is all a natural process of crises like this. There's no right way to mourn, there's no right way to feel during this time. But because I have, so many French friends that I've been worried about, I do know a bit of conversational French. I took 3 years of French in high school. I wanted to go to Paris so badly, but I couldn't afford it. We had French exchange students, and I was so glad to be able to host a French exchange student when I was in high school, and she was an absolute doll. And she helped me a lot with my French, but I'm almost 21. I'll be 21 in about 2 days. 3 days, sorry. I'll be 21 on the 17th, but it's been a while since I've been in high school, so my French is a bit rusty. Not so much remembering the words, and it's more like the pronunciation. So I did have a message for my French friends, and anybody that has really gone through this, that is in French, you can come to me for support. I have no problem with it. It's part of my nature. You're nothing more than brothers and sisters to me on this earth. You are humans. You are not just, part of France. You are not just part of Europe. I see you as a human, and that's all that matters. So I, as a human being, not as an American, I support you through this, and I will definitely be here if anybody needs to talk. But I did have a message. I had to write it down in French because trying to remember it while, a little bit nerves are shot, is difficult to do. But as I said, I've been out of French class for so long, and I apologize if I butchered this, but if this makes you laugh or giggle and it gives you a good time for a few moments, then I've done my job. And feel free to laugh, no big deal. But yeah, let's see if I can remember how to pronounce this. I'm getting nervous now. Le restaurant, ça vous coûtait? Les humains, les frères et sœurs, main dans la main. Vive le Solidarité. So, and if you're not French, I apologize, but that basically means that we will stand beside you as humans, as brothers and sisters, and we support them, and okay, basically, long live solidarity, because it is great for us to stand together, and I will always stand beside anybody from any country that goes through this and needs support. So I think I made this video a little bit too long, but I just wanted to say that, so feel free to laugh at my little message, but I thought it would be funny. But yeah, so to the French, I apologize for possibly butchering your language, but I think I need to go bother my French friends when they're feeling okay and start reusing French again. It's been a long time. I will see you all guys later, and remember to message me if you need anything or need any sort of support. I will definitely be here for you guys. So have a good day and good luck.